Lou Levine is the gymnastics coach here at Rutgers. Lou, welcome to the show. And the gymnastics squad team?
Gymnastics team?
Gymnastics team is fine. Your schedule has come out and competing in an inaugural season of the Big Ten Conference. So what is it for you guys who talk about all the other sports and making the jump to the Big Ten Conference? What is that like for the Rutgers gymnastics team?
It's really exciting. It's obviously a step up in competition for us. Our first 3 meets are against 3 teams that were at NCAA championships last year.
Who are those?
That we faced, we started out with Penn State and then Illinois, and then we opened up our home season against Nebraska, who actually finished in the top 6.
And when you look at, you can talk about football, and we talked about Big Ten baseball earlier this year, and kind of where strong programs are in the country. Is there a strong region of the country for gymnastics?
I don't know that there's a particularly strong, college-wise, the SEC is probably the strongest conference, and then you have the Big Ten and the Pac-12 are the next 2 conferences right there. But in terms of where we're getting our recruits from and some of those kinds of things, no, it's all over the place. California is strong. Florida is strong. New Jersey actually is very strong itself.
And who are the programs in the Big Ten that traditionally have been the programs to beat?
Michigan and Nebraska, I think, are the only 2 teams that have won in the last decade or so. Maybe Minnesota was in there once. And Michigan won last year at the Big Ten Conference, and Nebraska was the regular season champion. Penn State, Illinois, Michigan, Nebraska, Minnesota were all ranked in the top 15 last year. Pretty tough competition, and we're excited to get started.
A highly accomplished season last year for you. Team's appearance at the NCAA Regionals, 6 of the top 10 scorers in program history, 4 on the road. Give us some of the names and achievements from last year, and then drop us some names of this year's team. We want to hear all about the names that we don't get to hear somewhere else.
Well, last year's season, Alexis Gunzelman really comes right to the forefront. She was the first gymnast in Rutgers history to make NCAA championships in the all-around. Only our second gymnast ever. The first gymnast, Courtney Turner, actually is going to be inducted into the Hall of Fame next week, 2 weeks. And then in terms of our team this year coming back, we have fifth-year senior Louisa Leal, who's been a big part of our team in the last couple of years. Jenna Williams, who's a junior. And then we have a big, really quite accomplished freshman class coming in. Sahara Gibson was a state champion on vault. We have a gymnast from Arizona who was the regional champion on balance beam. So pretty excited about the talent level that we've brought in, and excited to, like I said, get season started and show everybody what we got and that we belong in the Big Ten.
There was some news this week, positive news, obviously, about Rutgers academically and athletically, and your girls are on the forefront of that, right?
We are. We've done really great with our graduation rates and our, I think last year we had about a 3.3 team GPA. And it's a nice thing because it's set in the culture, that you get kids that come in and they know that they got to hold up that 3.3 end of the bargain and keep adding to that. And so we keep trying to grow our GPA from year to year and semester to semester. What kind of
athlete do you recruit here at Rutgers? What kind of student athlete do you try to bring into your program?
You're trying to bring in really great people is what it comes down to. For us, it's about bringing in the best student and the best athlete. National level competition, a lot of our kids have qualified for junior Olympic national championships on a consistent basis over the years. A couple kids on our team have taken the top 10 actually out at the national level. We've started to do a little bit more on some of the international level kind of kids, and really just good people who are going to fit into the atmosphere that we have in the gym and to keep pushing. A freshman who's not scared to come in and try to push the upperclassmen and just keep building and growing the momentum that we've had and we've done over the last couple of years.
Season starts January 10th. Best of luck with it, and thanks so much for coming on.
Thank you very much.
All right, Louis Levine, the Rutgers gymnastics coach.